Understanding target audience and consumer behavior. Integrating a public relations campaign with the marketing engagement improves the effectiveness of a brand's overall marketing plan. By integrating PR and marketing, brands are able to strategically communicate with groups of people who influence the purchase of a product, whether directly or indirectly. In the past, PR professionals developed relationships that mainly consisted of pitching press releases to outlets. Now, with non-traditional forms of media, such as social media, the essential influencers are getting more difficult to identify. Although it seems the outreach options are endless, from influencers to journalists to bloggers and regular people, PR still has the power to extend reach, engage target audience, and create strong brand connections. Knowing your audience is the core of any successful business. It answers all the most important questions like, how do we attract people to our website? Who is going to buy our product or service? How do we make people trust our brand? What kind of message should we create? This is why audience segmentation is so important. Although the majority of your target audience may fall into a specific age group, geographic location, or have certain preferences, there may be niche pockets of people that don't fit this description and yet would be interested in your messaging. Proper segmentation can be tricky, as there is no one-size-fits-all approach that every company can use. However, there are some guidelines that every single business can follow. By doing so, PR teams can create audience segments to ensure their strategies are highly strategic and effective. Pay attention to audience patterns. Data analytics can help improve your strategies in some ways, but it can be especially useful for identifying patterns. This allows you to track key metrics that can shine a light on audience segments, such as their age group, location, frequency of purchase, and product views. Creating beneficial segments. Although it is important to build multiple sets of audience groups for effective targeting, having too many can be just as detrimental as having too few. The key to optimal audience segmentation is making sure that each group fits these 4 standards: relevant, unique, significant, locatable. Taking inputs from secondary research. While internal data sets of your own audience is certainly important, outside resources can be extremely helpful as well when it comes to identifying trends and expanding into new markets. Don't be afraid to check out the latest studies on consumer behavior within your industry to help understand trends and patterns, especially newer ones that are emerging. Looking at your competitors' customers. One of the easiest places to garner information about potential customers is by looking at your competitors. Who are they targeting, and what is the level of engagement like? Have they run any particular marketing or PR campaign that has brought them strong results? If so, look at the messaging, who it was aimed at, and what are the group's demographics. Create a target audience persona statement. Now that you've been through a thorough research process, you should have a clear understanding of the audience that you are targeting. To make use of this vital business information, you must produce one simple statement that clearly describes your audience. This statement articulates their persona. For example, here's a target audience persona statement. Our target audience consists of marketing professionals and entrepreneurs of any age and gender across the world who have been tasked with promoting their brand and need to learn how to do PR. By following these principles, you can begin to gather the information needed to create segments for more effective communication and targeted messages that result in higher conversions.